Yoga for healing warriors. What's up? What's up? What's up? Air? No, earth signs. I did air already. Earth's element. What's up? We're going to do a reading. Tap in a little bit to see what's going on in the earth sign element energy for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Yelling at the bottom of the deck. I'm mad at you. I'm unhappy and I want you to feel as badly as I do. Whoa. What's the storyline here, Holy Spirit Divine? Travel. I think we should take a trip. Somebody's traveling to you or somebody wants to take a trip. They want you to go on a trip with them. What else do we need to know? It's a trick. I have ill intentions and may be planning on deceiving you. With a gift, there is something I like you to have. One more card. Or more. They have plans. We're going to take these. Somebody is having plans to travel to you, to trick you with an offer, but they have plans. Can we please make plans to get together soon? In the name of love. I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life, but we already see that this is a trick. They have a negative mindset. I'm hiding my true intentions and I don't actually care about your well-being. Curious. I'm intrigued and want to learn more. So this is somebody that does not like you, but they want to be in your business, so they want to come play on your top. They're curious about you and they want to check in. I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. We don't need somebody to come and check on us to make sure of shit. We good. We good. We don't need nobody checking up on us. We grown over here. What the hell? Gonna waste their time to travel to you to try to trick you, offer you some cheap, flimsy ass fucking gift when they planning and deceiving and scheming in the name of love. They're in a negative mindset and they just curious about what the fuck you doing. They want to go back and forth. Changing your mind or being confused emotionally. Flighty and uncertain. Somebody that's flighty and uncertain is coming near you and want to go somewhere with you. What do we need to know about this trip? Where they want to take you? Somewhere on the darker side, for sure. Because they're not being honest. Where they want to take you on a trip. They want you to accept them. Because you're rare and you're thriving. They see your harmony and they want to come in and disrupt it. With a trick up their sleeve. Deception. Because there's been distance. They don't know what's going on with you. They're being nosy. You're aware of this. They want you to be distracted. They don't want you to really be aware of what's going on. This trick. What about this trick? What do we need to know? Love with purpose, heal with compassion. They're pulling at your heartstring. That's what they want to do. They want to pull at your heartstrings with a trick of love. Divine match? It's a no. You're not a divine match. You're following your destiny, and they want to come in and have you accept their bullshit because they got a flimsy gift, because they need harmony, because they see you at peace. What about this gift? What do we need to know about this gift? Rambling rose, growing apart, getting some space to think. They want to bring in the space between the distance. They know that you're loyal. They want you to stand by them through thick and thin, even though they're coming in with tricks and they have plans and schemes. That, I'll never understand how somebody that needs to mend their soul, learn to love with purpose and with compassion, wants to come in and they're scheming because they've been looking back on memories and missing you, missing the moments that you shared, your loyalty that you had. But this is not a divine match. But they want you to accept them for the bullshitter that they are. Without saying anything, no. Don't let it be known that you know that they're a bullshitter. Just accept it. Because of the name of love. They don't feel like they were around you long enough the first time. And they want to come in and confuse you and change your mind. They're coming to the crossroads. They want to bring you to the crossroads. They want to come in and dominate and control the relationship. They have a negative mindset, but they don't want you to know what they're thinking because of this distance and wanting to have a deeper connection, a deeper, stronger hold on you with their negative mindset and their secrets they're hiding. What do we need to know about this negative mindset? They need a place to live. They want to move in with you, and they're curious. How are you doing it by yourself? Why don't you want their love, their fake love, and their tricks? They claim to want to nurture the growth. Attend to your bond with love and patience. They want you to be patient with the bullshit. They want you to be patient with their lies and deception. To allow them into your sweet, comfy home. Because you have a good home life, they want to come in. While they're all distorted and confused, wanting to check in on you because they know you have a sweet home. And they're tired. This has been a long road of playing tricks, traveling back and forth, being unstable, wanting you to accept them. But you see the truth. You see the truth. They want you to accept their bullshit of confusion and uncertainty. They have tricks up their sleeves, but they want you to have an open heart. They want to play on your empathy and deceive you. But it's not a divine match, and you already are aware of that because you are a warrior, and you're not down for the bullshit. But you for the smoke, they want to bring it. They're hoping and expecting that you will take them in because they're going to hide being elusive. They're going to pretend like they're open and sharing everything because they're going to be giving you a gift. Because you do something for them, or they do something for you, pay something, try to offer you something to buy your loyalty. Because they're lusting. They're non-committal, and you know that. You already know. You're not going to be loyal to a non-committal, lusty person that's full of tricks and hiding their true colors. Wanting to come in with a poker face. You're aware. They want to hide the mask. They don't want you to know that they're bluffing. And that they're in their pride, ego, and stubborn. And these plans to mend the soul and come back together with this divine feminine in the name of love. How does the divine feminine feel about this shady character? How does the divine feminine feel about this shady character? She knows that they only want to make a bond. Somebody that you allowed or that you confided in. Someone that you have already attempted a bond with. But that was a flop. This intimacy. What do we need to know about this intimacy? They're just longing and craving, wanting you, lusting. It's not love. But they're seeing how they're missing out. They want to come back to the crossroads because of their arrogance. They don't think that you could ever leave this crossroads and have an epiphany of what's really going on and how it's not love. It's only because they're afraid. They're in pain, but they're aware of the possibilities that they could have with you, and they want to take the risk. But this is a negative character, negative Nancy, that just wants to come in and move in with you because you closed the chapter and said goodbye. This negative Nancy that wants to move in, stuck in reminiscing and memories, thoughts of the past, of the good, sweet life that they did have when they were in a relationship with you, that they took advantage of. That's why they're not around. And they need a strong foundation. They need stability and security. Plus, it's getting cold outside, and they're curious on what's going on with you. They want to see, can they come in? But they're actually feeling really resentful, angry, and they have hurtful words. This card wants to be out. And this bittersweet energy that needs a strong foundation and wants to come in and play over your top. Claiming to be a soulmate, claiming to have a deep love, claiming to have a connection. But it's all because they're in turbulence, feeling tension, arguing with others. So they need to come and check into your sweet home because they're carrying chaos and stress. So this smooth talker is traveling to you, wanting you to accept them, although they're still confused themselves about themselves and unsure how you're going to react. I would advise play fake busy. You don't have time for the tricks and illusions or a fairy tale. You're aware of the tricks. You're aware of them being lost in their pride and ego and hoping for another chance. They don't want you to see the illusion that they're bringing along with them. They want you to play dumb on their behalf because they're living a toxic lifestyle. They're meditating and trying to ask the higher sources using spell work. So lower sources, not higher. They're wishing on a dream that this gift that they give you, there may be something that has a curse on it, and give it to a divine feminine that they want to bind. While they come in with a mask, wanting to play on your loyalty and your empathy, your love, and maybe past feelings that you had, but you remember that this was a love-hate relationship. Off and on, hot and cold, and you ghosted that sucker. And now they're planning to come in and try to mend the souls between you two and connect with intimacy, sex. Not intimacy, but sex. They don't want you to know the secrets or speak on them. They want to block things from being said. So actually they want to come in and shut you up. They don't like the self-love that you're giving yourself. The love and the epiphany that you've had, that you're not going back and forth and you're not dealing with someone else's pain. They know you're apprehensive because you've already closed the cycle of that karmic lesson, and you have no strings attached to them. So they're feeling in a negative low vibe because they need a place to live. And this card flew all the way over. It's only a side hustle. It's one of their little many of games that they plan and play out to cause heartbreak, or because they're not feeling the love that they used to. They want to be loved. They're curious on if you're getting love. They're curious about your spiritual gifts. Spiritual gifts at the bottom. But you're done with this hot, cold, off and on, and you ghosted them because they only wanted things their way and they need to go through a spiritual awakening. So let's get some energy on the signs maybe, and go a little bit deeper on characters of this story. Of this trickster that is planning to travel to you. Who is this traveling? This trickster? Again, somebody that wants you to pour into their cups. Somebody that wants a new love. They want somebody to give them what they're lacking. But they're coming in with tricks. Coming in using spell work. Having great ambition to move in on you. Coming forward. Coming in with a gift. Knowing they're not sure of themselves. Hot, cold, halfway in, halfway out. And they're upset because the other offers that they've had, they're bored with. The offer that was extended to them, they did not accept. Now they want to come in with their blind spot to change their fortune. And so they have these plans they want you to be quiet about. They want you to ignore what you obviously see of how they're only offering something very small. But since they're going to want to put in so much consistency and have a strong will, because they want to celebrate with you, but they need balance. They need harmony within themselves. Temperance angel is present. They want to come in after this karmic cycle has already closed. Why are they coming in after the cycle's already closed? They're unrealistic. They're lazy. They're not focused. And they're rebellious, and they're very frustrated because of this spiritual awakening they're going through, and they're not getting their way. They want this union, this partnership. Why are they so negative and wanting to come in and take over and to bring in a heartbreak? They're trying to find a way to balance things out, to come in like they're coming in the right way, but they're only coming in to bring in more heartache. And they're just curious. It's been deaded. It's ended. You're in isolation and hermit mode. You don't have anything to do with that. And this is causing them a great pain and anxiety. Because they want to check in on your sweet home. They're stressed and anxiety, sleepless nights, because you are in touch with their spiritual gifts. Stay aware of who's coming around, why they're coming around, and you do not have to feel obligated to allow any conversations between anyone that you've ended anything with. Peace.